Let's talk about Austin Reaves.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta.
tell people what you think of Austin Reaves.
So yeah, this was our first message exchange, and I've been following your content and seeing things, but I saw you posted a few months ago. It's funny, Austin Reaves didn't get any contract offers, and maybe it's because LeBron's kind of lifting him up, and I was like, hey, whoa, let's pump the brakes. So look, I like Austin Reaves. Austin Tyler Reaves, as his name is, also known as Hillbilly Kobe. And he's a shooting guard. He was undrafted. He played for Wichita State and then was with Oklahoma at the end of college. Solid senior year. He averaged like 18 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds, and then he went undrafted. Funny story is he actually was approached he was called by the Pistons during the draft. They were going to take him at number 42, but they were going to sign him to a 2-way contract, which for those who don't know what that means, it could mean it's not guaranteed roster spots. Like could be G League, could be part-time practicing. And he said, I think I'm good enough to play to get a roster spot. So he said, please don't draft me. Went undrafted, got connected with the Lakers, made their roster. His rookie year, he didn't do a lot. He averaged about 7 points a game, but he did play like 23 minutes a game over 61 games. That last game of his first season, his rookie year, though, and a lot of people maybe don't know this, it's pretty crazy stat line. 42 minutes, 31 points, 10 assists, 16 rebounds, 2 blocks and a steal, or 2 steals and a block, and he had just 3 turnovers. So he kind of showed this like flash right at the end of the year. And to me, the thing I like about him is he's kind of the quintessential glue guy. Last year, he shot 40% from 3. He had a 69% true shooting percentage, 538. Stats just loved him on their advanced metrics. So what it started reminding me of was the Alex Caruso cult following that developed a few years prior to that with the Lakers, right? And so I said Reaves looks like he's the next guy in the lineage with the Lakers, and I like watching him play. He hustles. He has to work hard. He had to work hard for his spot in the league, and he knows he's going to have to keep working hard. And he doesn't have the athleticism to fall back on like a lot of these other guys. So I've always been a big fan of glue guys. You could go down the list, but I think about guys like Jay Crowder.
Oh yeah.
Late career Iguodala, PJ Tucker, Shane Battier, Haslam, Nicholas Batum.
Those are the guys that help you win championships.
That's what I loved about Austin Reaves. And even though I didn't think the Lakers were and still don't were a title contender this year, they went pretty deep last year until they ran into the eventual champions in the Western Conference Finals. And I think Reaves is a big part of that. He showed up big time in the playoffs. I think it helps, obviously, that because people like LeBron and the Lakers are a big team, he's kind of put into the spotlight. So I wouldn't say a player like Austin Reaves is has any value long term in the card hobby. But for coming into the season, I kind of thought, let's watch and see what happens, because his prices had come down some. All it takes is for a little group of people to be excited about him, and then you can sort of see a little bit of temporary lighter fluid put on his card prices. But he's off to a bit of a slow start this season. Last 3 games have been pretty good.
What I like about him is the story overall.
Yeah.
It's a story of, and I'm serious about this, it's a story of a person believing in themselves.
Yeah.
And putting it all on the line for their hopes and their dreams and what they think they're assessing their own abilities, and they're trying to get something done. Most people won't even do what Austin Reaves has done as far as believing in himself. And it's almost like a movie that could be made about him, because he's very special in that way. Yeah. On the court, I see him as a contributor. A lot of the names that you mentioned already, he does remind me of. And I don't know if his real, I guess you could say, sauce is in the 82 game season, or is it in the playoff? Because I think he's the kind of player that can lift his game than what you're going to see night in and night out, because he has a higher IQ than me on the court. So those are the things that I like about Austin Reaves. I do believe because he's with the Lakers, he'll get more limelight, get talked about more than if he was in Atlanta or with the Hawks or with the Washington Wizards. I always want to say Bullets. The Washington Wizards. So a team like that, Austin Reaves might be another guy running around. But when you are with a guy like Bron, you get that. Even Kevin Love talked about it. You get some kind of notoriety about things that you may not even be used to, because you're running with a person that is a legend in basketball. So
I think we saw that last year, that as the season progressed, he started getting like visible support from LeBron. Like you could tell LeBron trusted him. LeBron was passing in at the end of games, and vice versa. And even last night, AD goes down and Reeves steps up and has a big game. So he's like you said, he's the type of guy that is really committed to playing his role on the team. He doesn't have like any kind of superstar narcissism going on. He's just like, I want to play hard, and then when the team needs it, I'll give it more and step up. So,
and if you're LeBron, you gotta love that you can give the ball to a guy, he's gonna do right after he gets the ball. He's not gonna turn it over. He's gonna try to either assist someone else to score, or he's gonna score it himself. And I think that's why he loves playing with the guy. I cannot blame him